everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Janice. I live in Manitoba, Canada. It is currently Saturday, April 30th, and it is almost 9 o'clock at night. I haven't videoed anything in the last little while, and so I thought I would do a little vlog because we are headed out of town for the weekend, back to the US again. I haven't videoed anything all week because I have been under the weather and just life has been busy. So I'm going to do a little bit of an intro here right now to this vlog. Well, there's still some light in the car. Amazing, it's actually April 30th and it's actually not completely pitch black yet outside. So you can tell summer's coming, although you'd never know it around here because we still have some snow. It's slowly finally all melting, but now the problem is we've had such a record-breaking snowfall type winter that now we're having flooding. And this weekend it's like crazy rainfall. Last weekend was crazy rainfall too. Saturday was like a major thunderstorm, and now this weekend we're having more rain, which is washing the snow away. But the Red River here in Manitoba, which is coming up from North Dakota, is at risk of flooding. The town of Morton, they are having flooding as of today, which is about an hour or so outside of our city, maybe more. But it's just bad. Like, it's just like we've gone from one extreme to another, where we've had drought situation last year to record-breaking snowfall and now flood risk, basically. Farmers have been praying for rain, but now they're praying for it to stop, because if I could turn you around right now and show you, like, we're passing by these ditches on the highway that are just, you can't even tell they're ditches, they look like lakes. They're not overland flooding yet. I do know that if we were to take Highway 75, like if we were to take Morris into the States right now, we wouldn't be able to because there's overland flooding. So we're taking Pembina into the States instead. So we should be at the border probably another hour or so. But just kind of wanted to bring you up to speed on what's been happening. It's Saturday, April 30th right now. Last Saturday, the 23rd, when I was working at Sobeys, I started feeling a little under the weather and just was kind of achy and just not feeling great. And I ended up having to call in sick on Sunday. I had a 2 to 7 shift scheduled, missed church, missed work. Took some rapid tests at home, so it was not COVID, just a nasty cold. Ended up going to a walk-in clinic doctor to confirm that it was just a cold and nothing more, because I have asthma, and usually when I get colds, they become bronchitis or even pneumonia. And thankfully my lungs sounded good, so it was not COVID, but thankfully it was a cold that didn't become anything worse. But I've been battling that throughout the week. I only missed one day of work. Worked a few days at the school as well. And then later on in the week, I started having, like Thursday, Friday, I basically started having other health concerns, basically like an endometriosis type thing, like women problems, basically. And there was a lot of pain associated with that. I'm still not completely over that, too. So while I'm battling the remnants of this head cold, I'm still battling the leftover pain from that. And then now this rain started like overnight and into this morning, and I woke up this morning with a migraine. So it's a triple whammy, because I've been dealing with the female stuff, the leftover from the cold, and now this migraine. And I worked only 2 shifts at the store this week at Sobeys because I had 3 scheduled, but I missed one last Sunday due to being sick. But I worked a couple days at the school and worked those through some of this nonsense that I'm dealing with health-wise, and then now work today with this migraine. And I don't know how I did today's shift, to be honest with you. It was pretty miserable waking up with this migraine. Took my migraine meds this morning, and they really weren't that effective. So I got through the day, but I'm not sure how. So it's been a week. Like, even though I only had 2 shifts that I worked at the store, 2 or 3 days at the school, but I also still had volunteering one night at the mission this week, and prayer meeting on Wednesday night, and then as well I've had 3 jam orders to fill this week. One was for 4 jars of jam, one was for 6 jars, and then there was another order today for 12. 2 of the 3 orders got picked up. The one today did not. It's gotten deferred till next week. So I've been basically juggling Sobeys, the school job, church stuff with prayer meeting, volunteering at the mission, filling jam orders, housework, just life in general. And all of this while battling various health stuff going on. And unfortunately, to top it all off, last night, you all know we have birds. We have budgies, and we have a rabbit, and we have several larger birds too, like cockatiels, Quaker, conures, right up to an African grey. Unfortunately, one of our oldest birds, Mr. Happy, our oldest budgie, he's 11 years old, which is quite old for a budgie. He passed away last night. unexpectedly, but not. I mean, not unexpectedly in the sense that he's very old for a budgie, but unexpected in that we didn't realize that he was kind of going downhill. But I heard him squawking and squeaking yesterday, and some of the other budgies seemed to be ganging up on him a bit, so we pulled him from his cage mates, let him have food and water on his own, and he was drinking and eating well last night, but then he just got real lethargic, and unfortunately he didn't make it through the night, so we had to say goodbye to poor little Mr. Happy last night, which was really sad. That's actually the name he came with. We adopted him 6 years ago from the Humane Society, and he came with the name Mr. Happy, and he lived up to that name. He was a happy little budgie, full of energy, and so it was really, really sad to say goodbye to him last night, but it was also sad to see him in the condition that he was, being that lethargic. So I think old age caught up to him, and because he was at that point last night, it's probably just as well that he's out of his misery and not suffering anymore. So it has been a week between health stuff, 2 jobs, jam orders, housework, losing a pet, and just life in general. It's been crazy. So right now it's 9:03. We are heading towards the US border. We're going to go to Grand Forks, and we'll come back sometime on Monday. So I'll bring you guys along on the journey and show you what all we might find. We're just mainly going to go to Grand Forks this time. We're not going to go bombing around to other cities or anything. Just going to go, we won't get in till about 11 o'clock tonight. We'll crash, sleep, hopefully, and then maybe do some swimming tomorrow in the hotel and do some shopping and spend tomorrow night at the same hotel and then head back on Monday. So I'll bring you along with us on our adventures, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. So I'll catch up with you guys again once we are back in better lighting, and probably once we're on the American side of the border. See you guys in the next clip. Alright, so we're trying to take 75, and unfortunately, as I said, there is a detour. So we have to, from what we're reading online, it's only supposed to be like a 5-minute detour. So I guess we have to, you can see some signage coming up here. I don't know how much you can see. Look at the water level in the ditches here. Like they're right up, not crossing the highway here, but I guess in some parts up ahead they will be, or pretty darn close to it. That's why the detour. Okay, so here we go. We gotta go this way apparently. It is now 9:16, so yeah, it's a lot darker, but I think you can kind of see just like the water levels are just crazy high. So yeah, normally we'd be going straight through here, but it does say road closed, so we have to take what we're reading online is a 5-minute or so detour. Hopefully it really will only be that short of a detour and not any longer, but I guess we're about to find out. It is just, we've gone from one extreme to another, where last year it was complete drought conditions here in Manitoba, and now we are in flood conditions. So we will see what we can do. Yeah, it's pretty, just do the best we can. Well, it's after midnight. We are finally found ourselves a hotel in Grand Forks. We had one booked, and as soon as we got across the border, we got a message saying that the hotel we had booked was actually full, because we booked through Expedia, and apparently they overbooked the hotel. So we were kind of in a dither trying to find a place that would have room for us. My daughter's in her glory over there because she really likes this room. This thing has like a full-on kitchen. She's loving this room. She's acting like a numbnuts over here. There's a best day of her life. There's a fireplace, and then this is the bedroom, which, yeah, it's actually quite a nice room here. That's like a nicer light fixture and nicer fridge and countertop than our own house. She's way overtired, and so am I. So anyway, we are here, and somehow or other we managed to luck into a decent hotel room, nice 2-room place, and yeah, it is nice. Apparently there's like some type of rodeo going on here in Grand Forks this weekend, so hopefully it won't be too ridiculous as far as noise level, but I mean, we're hoping not. The Canadians is across the street, that hotel over there, and it of course is booked up, and it's right attached to, or right next door to, the Alaris Center, which is like the place where all the concerts and whatnot are held here. Of course, the Canadians being the closest hotel to that, to the Alaris Center, is booked up, but we got booked in here for the next couple nights. The Baymont over there is the one that we tried to book, and Expedia said there was availability. And then, like I said, once we got across the border, we got a message saying, nope, hotel is full. So we cruised around until we found one that, thankfully, we didn't have to look too far. This is slightly more expensive than the Baymont was supposed to be, but it's not too bad. So, time to unpack and get ready for bed. Alrighty, it is after 5 o'clock Sunday afternoon. We're finally getting out and about to do some shopping in Grand Forks. We're in Walmart. Kemp's ice cream is not a brand of ice cream that we have at home, but look at all the neat flavors. The cherry fudge chunk. This is not a brand of ice cream we have at home. Ooh, orange sherbet. Kemp. See, again, we don't have Kemp's brand at home that I've seen with the orange sherbet. Sounds really good. I like sherbet. And of course, this cherry fudge chunk. I like, oh, this mint cow tracks. Like anything chocolate mint I love. But of course, like I said, this is a different brand than we have at home. Oh, we do have, obviously we have Walmart at home, so we do have great value stuff, but I don't recall ever seeing this root beer and vanilla float ice cream. Or, yeah, ice cream. So that's different. And look at this, like a big family-sized pail of mint chocolate chip ice cream. And Blue Bunny ice cream we definitely do not have at home either. That is definitely an American thing we don't have. Obviously, like mint chocolate chip, cookies and cream, butter pecan. We have that kind of flavor of ice cream at home, like mint chocolate chip. That kind of stuff, but we don't have Blue Bunny banana split. That sounds really good. Peanut butter party sounds very good. All right, I'm just looking at the teas here, and I know at home we do have like the Celestial Seasoning Sleepy Time tea, like these guys, but all these up here, all these different varieties, we do not have this at home. This is new to me. And even down here, like there's different varieties of black tea, like this toasted coconut. That's very different for me. I've never seen that before. Just all these different like ones that say energy on them, energy tea, like throat soother, ginger, turmeric. Like this is, I've never seen this before. Completely new to me. Lots of different varieties of stuff. Like just tons of different choices here. Okay, again with stuff we don't have at home. These are actually like breakfast drinks, like Cinnabon flavored Frosted Flake, Rice Krispie Square, Golden Graham, and Fruit Loop breakfast drinks. Guys, we don't have this stuff at home. This is weird. I mean, and then these like cereal bars that are Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Golden Grahams. I mean, especially like the breakfast drinks that are like, this is like right above Carnation Instant Breakfast. We've got cereal ones and like sugary cereal ones at that. We do not have this at home. Or even like these Honey Bunches of Oats granola. This is different like that. We have Honey Bunches of Oats cereal at home, but not in granola form. Very, very different. Okay, now Kool-Aid we do not have at home. We do not have Kool-Aid either in the packets or in the canisters. We don't have Kool-Aid at home at all. So look at all these. We got them in canisters, we got them in packets. We used to have them at home years ago when we were I was a child. But they also have other drink packets too that we don't have at home. Hawaiian Punch and stuff like that. And more Kool-Aid over here too. We don't have that at home at all. In canisters or in packets.
Throw Through Burrito, a dodgeball card game from the creators of Exploding Kittens. This is a party game unlike any you've played before. It's a combination of card games and dodgeball where players go head to head collecting cards, earning points, and throwing burritos at one another. Place the pair of throwable burritos on the table and deal out the cards. Earn points by collecting 3 of a kind. Play burrito cards and force your friends to battle. Duel to determine the winner. During a burrito duel, 2 players must stand back to back, walk 3 paces, and fire.
And you need this, you said.
Oh.
Uh-huh. You are a strange girl. Interesting sounding game, huh? Okay, it is Monday, May 2nd. It is 5:59 p.m. 6 o'clock just about. We are on our way back. I realized I haven't filmed anything since I don't know when. I think during shopping yesterday, Sunday, I'm guessing, probably. Little bits here and there and stuff, but so yeah, I haven't really filmed that much more since that time. We're heading back now, and I was just looking out the window on my side here and realizing how high the water is in the ditches, and that clued me in that, oh yeah, I haven't shown you that because when we drove down Friday or Saturday night, it was too dark to show you much of that. So anyway, yeah, we're on our way back. We did some shopping yesterday, and then we did a little bit of swimming, my daughter and I, in the hotel pool. Not like where we were at Thief River Falls, like they don't have the lazy river and the water slides. It was just a basic hotel pool, but still it was fine to go into the pool and the hot tub and just bomb around there for a little while and just sit and relax. And you know, and being that it was a Sunday night, most people had already checked out on Sunday to go home, so there weren't that many people at the hotel last night, so it wasn't super busy at all. Pool was almost to ourselves. Did a bit more shopping today at one of the other Walmarts in Grand Forks and looked around Menards and a few other stores too. Just got some Taco John's, and then we're o'clock on the nose, heading back towards the border. So for once, we're actually driving somewhere in daylight instead of in pitch black. It'll be probably about an hour or so to the border, and then another hour and a half, whatever, home after that. And now I'm looking out here, and I mean, I'd have to turn you around to show you, but right now what I'm seeing in the ditches is these ditches here are dry. Like, I don't see water in these. But there have been a few that we have gone by that are quite full. The water is quite high. So if I do come across something where the water is quite high, I'll show you. We're probably really going to see more of the water height once we get across the border back on the Manitoba side, because that's really becoming a problem there. And of course the Red River is what we're dealing with there, and that also comes up from North Dakota. So however bad it is here, even if it's bad on the Manitoba side, it's going to be worse depending on how much North Dakota sends up, because it's just, they've had it worse down here than we have had at home even. So it's all the same river. So we're getting, the Manitoba side is being fed from North Dakota. So it's just been, what I'm looking at right now outside here isn't bad. But you know, definitely when we get back on the Manitoba side, the water levels have been rising like crazy. And it was, from what I understand, I think it's been a very nice and sunny day at home, and even last night was, but we were coming off of a weekend of heavy rain while we've been away there. So I can just imagine the water levels were already high when he left. Just imagine where we are now. So anyway, I will check in with you guys either once I'll turn you around in a little bit here, because I can't switch from selfie camera to the other without pausing it. And I'll show you out the window when I see some high water, and certainly check if I don't have anything like that to show you, then at the very least I'll check in if you once we're back across the border. Alright, so this is supposedly just crossed the Turtle River. So this is water like that is real close to the highway here. This should not be, those are fence posts that are poking out of the water there. That should be a field right there, and it is not. Now there you can see a little bit more ground, a little bit more fence posts. You can see what it's supposed to look like. But yeah, that is, now this part of the field here is looking like it's wet and muddy, but back to more normal. But yeah, that was a bit of, that was not a lake or a slough. That was a field. A lot of standing water. This one has a bit there too, but it's more just like a large puddle. But you can see even in the ditch there, it's pretty wet. There's been some that look perfectly okay and just muddy and not a lot of standing water, but there's been some that is like, oh, we're passing a little lake here, and no, we're not. This is from all the snowfall and all the rainfall. It is not good. See, that's the passenger side, but out the driver's side over there on that side at least, it looks completely dry. But it depends where. We passed a few spots where the driver's side out there has looked very, very wet, but this out here is just on my side, and it's up very, very close to the side of the highway here. Like, that is, look at all this. Again, this is on the North Dakota side. We're not at the border yet. It's only 6:09 right now. Caution, water on road. Okay, all right. So this is what we're dealing with, folks. Oh, this is very deep here. Look at this. Like, that is a field. This is not a lake or a river. This is a farmer's field, basically. These are fields where this is people's property. And on the driver's side as well, look at that out there. It's just nuts. This is what we're dealing with, folks. This is only on the North Dakota side. The sign said caution, water on road. So far, we haven't come across any that's crossing the highway, like on the actual road. But, I mean, if this goes another couple days of rain, like, this water level would be high enough that it very easily would be up and over the road. But this is just an awful lot. Again, this is an over North Dakota side where we only just left Grand Forks about 15 minutes ago. We don't have overland flooding in the sense that it's not on the highway itself, but it is in both the fields on the driver's side, passenger side, and of course in the middle of the road too as well. This is just very, very high. Yeah, now this water is very, very close to the highway. Like, that is really high. And still more water. And the trees there are just, look at this. Like, those fence posts there, you can barely see the tops of them. It is literally at highway height here beside us. It's not up and over the highway. it also isn't sunny either. It's very overcast, but like we just cannot handle any more moisture. This is on the North Dakota side. I haven't even seen the Manitoba side since we left on Saturday, but we, like these guys and probably us at home in Manitoba, we simply cannot handle any more moisture right now. These waters have got to go down, but it's going to take a lot for that to happen. Okay, it is now 7:10. We are getting really close to the border. So my window, see, Pembina is only be in a mile, so we're getting close to the border to cross back into Canada. Hopefully all will go well. You can see a lot of water out there too. Last exit before Canada. So yeah, we're almost back. We're just getting ready to cross the border here. This is the Pembina River. Crazy high. Like for a longest time there, the water level wasn't that terribly high for a while, and now all of a sudden now we're getting close to the border again. Now here it is. It is just, oh, this is nuts. Look at this water levels, they're so high. So yeah, we'll be coming up to the border pretty darn quick here, so probably have to shut this off in a few minutes and or stop filming at least to get the passports out. But yeah, this is where we are at the moment. Okay, we are back on Canadian soil, about an hour to hour and a half outside of our city, and first little bit right across the border, didn't see a lot of standing water, but now we're starting to see some. You can see that's in the, you can see all the way to the far left there, there's water all the way out there too, as well as what was to our immediate left and to my immediate right. It is 7:36 right now, so we still have some light. I'll try and film whatever I can to show you in whatever light we have before we lose light completely. About an hour and a half to home, so we'll be out of light before then, but you know, we'll show you what I can anyway. Okay, let's see what this is saying. Is this talking about a highway closure? 75 closed. Oh, detour highway 14. Alrighty. Well, I guess when that's because of the flooding, obviously. This doesn't look bad here. We've got just some right here, but Highway 75 has been what's been talked about all weekend as being bad, and it was bad already when we came down Saturday night, so I'm guaranteed with it continuing to rain right through yesterday, through Sunday, guaranteed it's probably even worse now than when we came down on Saturday, and thus the closure. So, let's see here. Probably all these orange signs are telling us, you know, like left lane ending, and that orange sign back there, like it's warning us of a detour and lane ending and whatever, different closures and whatnot. So let's see what we got going on here. See, we should be driving straight ahead. However, if there's a detour coming, then we're obviously going to have to make a detour. So orange sign indicating a left turn here, so it looks like that's potentially what we have to do. I don't know. But it says left turn, but at the same time, the turn appears to be blocked off, so I'm not really sure what's exactly. Well, there's nothing saying that we can't keep going straight. I guess we will find out. Not a lot of other cars either. Some, mind you, I can see headlights up ahead on the oncoming traffic that are coming this way, so I guess at least coming the other direction, it seems to be open, but we'll go as far as we can, and if we end up having to get turned back or detour somewhere, then we shall do so. I guess we will play it by ear, take one step at a time. We only have less than an hour to home, so, or at least till the outskirts of the city at the very least, and then cross town. So we'll see, just one step at a time. Okay. Very high water. Again, this is on the Manitoba side. It's 7:45 in the evening, Monday night now. It's in the middle of the highway there, and then to the far left is the oncoming traffic. Yeah, very high water. Not up and over the highway, certainly, but definitely the ditches are, you can see to my right here, they're pretty much almost getting close to highway. You can see the traffic left to the far left. Just as far as you can see, it just looks like one great big huge lake. Alrighty, looks like we are approaching potentially a detour. I didn't catch that digital sign, but it looks like it's Morris Bridge, I guess, is closed because of the water levels are just so high. So I guess we will be doing a detour shortly here. Okay, so we've just taken the detour off Highway 75 at the town of Morris. And 75 is what you would take to go down to Grand Forks and also down coming back from. It should be just a straight line, pretty much like a straight, like just one highway, but we've had a detour and you can see just again how high this is on the detour, so this technically should be better than had we gone on the regular route. This is supposed to be better because this is the detour, so that's the safer way to go, right? But yet look, it is just every bit as high. Obviously going through Morris and continuing on 75, which they've booted us off of and onto this, obviously would have been worse conditions than this, but this is still not great, as you can see. Poor little duck out there. Ducks are happy, they're doing okay in this, but yeah, you can see like this is, the water's a good ways up those trees, so yeah, this is what's happening. Okay, it is now Tuesday evening, 7:30 in the evening. We got home about 24 hours ago, I guess about 9:30 Monday night. So I'm just going to show you the purchases from our Grand Forks, North Dakota shopping trip this weekend. Again, we went down on Saturday night, came home on Monday evening. And I'm not going to break this down into my purchases versus my daughter's purchases this time. I'm just putting everything up together because I went back to work today, and then after work tonight I went to 2 different superstores and my store to do grocery shopping over and above this. So this video is going to wrap up with this, showing what we purchased in North Dakota, and then I need to work on getting that started uploading so I can clear my counters and start filming my grocery haul for what I bought for our regular groceries today after work. So I'm just not going to do like I did last time and separate this into my daughter's purchases versus mine. I'm just putting everything together. Some of these are overlaps, and that's totally fine. So anyway, here's what we got. I think this was something, the cherry Coke was something my daughter bought. Sometimes we get cherry Pepsi and cherry Coke here in Canada, but it's not consistent, not all the time. So she just grabbed a case for herself of cherry Coke, because it's not something we get all the time here, although it used to be that we never got it here. Now we do get it a little more frequently. And then again, the orange vanilla Coke, this is what I bought last time. I really liked it. Bought another 12 pack of that. And she bought 2 more 12 packs of Mountain Dew. The Mountain Dew Spark, that is the blast of raspberry lemonade. And then she also grabbed a 12 pack of Pepsi Mango. And I wanted to try the Strawberry Crush. So that's what we got for drinks. And then Dunkaroos. This is a childhood favorite of my daughter's. She loved this as a kid. Occasionally you still see them here in Canada, but not often. It's not something that we carry consistently anymore. So she wanted to grab those because it reminds her of her childhood. Lemon flavored Oreos. We have Oreos here in Canada, just not all the different flavors. And lemon Oreo, I think we have had it here once in a while, but not recently. So she likes when we go down there to grab the different flavors of Oreos that we can't get here. And I do believe we have seen lemon Oreo here before, but just not in quite some time. So she grabbed herself a box of those, as well as the strawberry cheesecake Hostess baby buns. She wanted to try these for herself, so she grabbed that. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, we do have that here in Canada, but these churros is what she wanted to try, so she grabbed those. And then she had bought a couple of these soups last time we were there, and she wanted to get a few more. 2 broccoli cheddar, 1 loaded potato. And again, with the tuna, she bought this last time she was there, and I guess she liked it, so she bought herself 3 more packets. And then this cup supposedly is just a color changing cup, I guess depending on the temperature of what's in there, so she wanted to get herself one. I don't think we really have room in our cupboards for more cups, as you can see. But whatever, she wanted to grab herself one, so no problem. And then these Lay's, this new flavor, Lay's Layers 3 cheese flavored. We don't have that here. Maybe in time we will, because it is a new flavor, so maybe it just hasn't made its way here to Canada yet. That's fine, but nonetheless, I thought I would just give it a try. And then Kool-Aid. My daughter bought it last time, but this time, but I think some of that was because she was putting some little packets in her friend's Easter baskets that she was making for them. So I don't know how many of the packets she bought last time are actually left. So this time I decided to buy some just to have on hand for the summer. Again, Kool-Aid is something we rarely ever see here anymore. We used to have it a lot more often when I was a child. Almost never see it here now. Got some cherry, some watermelon, some black cherry, some blue raspberry lemonade, orange tropical punch, and lemonade. Not sure how many packets of each. I think I got something like 20 or 25 packets altogether. It was only $6 for all the Kool-Aid packets, so that's not too bad. And this time I did get some Pam Baking Spray. I saw it last time and I didn't buy any and I regretted it. I usually just use my regular Pam cooking spray for my baking, but whatever, I decided to give this a try. I haven't seen it here, although when I was working today at Sobeys, you all know I'm a cashier at Sobeys, I thought I saw somebody come through with one of these through my line. So perhaps maybe we are starting to carry them here in Canada. But if it's what I think it is, and it came through my line today, it was $4.49 or something Canadian when it came through my line today. And these were, I think, I want to say $2.97, like $3 or something US. So they would only be like $3.50 or $3.30 or whatever each. So even buying them in the US, even if we are getting them here in Canada, at least at my store anyway, buying them in the US was cheaper than buying them at my store today. Now I bought 2 boxes of different flavors of black tea. This is toasted coconut and salted caramel black tea. And then these 2 types of Hershey Kisses are ones my daughter bought last time and I didn't, so I decided I would buy my own bag this time. Birthday cake and strawberry ice cream cone. And then a couple of kitchen sets. These are 5-piece sets. 1 oven mitt, 2 pot holders, and 2 cherry kitchen towels. I like the pattern in this. I like the blue very much. And then this one has Bless This Kitchen on it. And again, it's kind of like fall leaves, that kind of thing. Just a nice pattern. This one may well be a gift. I have a friend that I was thinking I might put a package together for. I like that. But I may keep that. I'm not sure. But the blue one definitely is for me. And these were, I want to say, $5 something, like $5.44. I don't know, something like that. They were around $5 or just under or just over $5 US per set, which isn't bad considering each set contains 5 pieces. A lot of my current, I have some pot holders that are okay. This one's pretty old looking. Some of my oven mitts are getting pretty ratty. They have holes in them already. You can see in the one there. And then over here, I got a couple more packages of the espresso baking chips. Got 3 more packages. After I posted my last video, a friend of mine from high school who is Canadian but now lives in California commented and said, you know, those are really, really good and they're not getting harder to find. So I decided to grab a couple more packages. I haven't baked anything with the ones I bought last time yet. I only bought 2 packages, but because he's saying that they're getting harder to find, I decided to grab a couple more while I was down there. So I have 3 more packages. I have 5 now. And then more creamers. These are 2, the Almond Joy and the Twinkies are ones I did not see last time. So I got these 2 for myself. And one of my friends at work was commenting on the pictures and video from my last haul from down in the States. And she was interested in some of the creamers. So I grabbed her the Hershey's chocolate caramel one. That one sounded appealing to her I bought that last time. And then the Almond Joy also sounded good to her, so she wanted that. And the Amaretto that I bought last time also sounded good to her. So I had bought the Amaretto and the Hershey's one last time for myself. So I bought her one of each of those and an Almond Joy this time, and then Twinkie and Almond Joy for myself. So I'm well stocked on coffee creamers. I don't drink enough coffee to go through them quickly. So thank goodness these are all not expiring till October because, you know, I'm going to need that long to be able to drink through them all. And then some more migraine medication. I bought 2 boxes of Excedrin migraine last time for myself in the 100 count. These ones are actually 200 count. I think it was $10.44 US for 100 and 17 something US for 200. So I did not buy any more for myself because I already have 2 100 count boxes. I think that's enough. But my friend from work, different friend, not the one with the creamer, but another friend, she wanted me to grab her some Excedrin migraine, so I did. And it made more sense financially to buy the 200 count. Had I seen those last time, I would have bought that for myself too, but whatever, no big deal. So I bought her 2 boxes of those. I'm going to take those to her tonight when I pick my daughter up from work. And then I decided to try for myself the Advil migraine. So I have 2 boxes from last trip of the 100 count of Excedrin migraine, but I'm also going to try the 80 count of the Advil migraine and just see when I next have a migraine what is more effective for me. From what I can recall, Excedrin migraine was the only over-the-counter migraine medication or pain medication that made any kind of difference at all when I had a migraine. And I've taken them once or twice since I've been back from our last shopping trip, and it helped a little bit, but not as much as I recall. So I'm wondering if I'm getting a little resistant to it. I don't know. So that's why I decided to grab a box of the Advil migraine as well. So next time I have a migraine, I will try the Advil migraine and see how that goes. But the Excedrin migraine does still help. But before, like a few years ago when I had it, it was like the magic cure kind of thing. And now it's like my migraines are powerful enough or resistant enough, I guess, to just about anything that. So maybe the Advil migraine might be more what works for me. I'm not sure. But those 2 boxes of Excedrin migraine are going to be for my coworker at work. I'm going to deliver those to her tonight. And then the 2 creamers in the middle there, these 2 are going to my other coworker at work on Thursday. So this is everything that we picked up in the US. Oh, I will show you quickly too. My daughter also bought herself 2 pair of shorts at Walmart. These guys, they're floral. She bought herself these. Kind of a denim short, but they're floral. They're really pretty. And then the other pair she bought was these. Also denim, a little bit of distressed look there. That's not my favorite thing, the distressed look, but I like these too. I like the fact that this makes them a little bit longer, they're not quite a short then with those on the bottom, which is nice. It gives a little more coverage. Anyway, so that's everything we picked up. Now I've got to put this all away and work on getting this video edited and start uploading it, so I can work on filming my actual grocery haul from Sobeys and Superstore. Hope you guys enjoyed this, following along on our little trip and our shopping as usual. If you did enjoy it, please do subscribe if you're new, leave a thumbs up and a comment down below, and we will see you in the next video. Make sure you are subscribed and your notification bell is turned on, because as I said, I will be filming a Sobeys and Superstore grocery haul yet this evening. And this one you'll probably see going up overnight tonight, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And then that next video you'll probably see on Wednesday night or Thursday morning when it uploads. So make sure you are subscribed and your notification bells are turned on so that you will see both this video and the next one when it does go up. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you're all having a great week so far, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good week, everyone.